With the $5 meal deal at McDonald's, you pick a McDouble or a McChicken, then get a small fry, a small drink, and a 4-piece McNuggets. That's a lot of McDonald's for not a lot of money.
Price and participation may vary. For a limited time only.
Friday. It's almost like whoever named Friday knew it should be celebrated with free fries at McDonald's. Get a free medium fries with any purchase of $1 or more on the McDonald's app. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Valid one time on Fridays at participating McDonald's through 12/31/24. Excludes tax. Must opt into rewards.
Hey there, it's Jen Tracy, and I'm running for the Missouri House of Representatives District 120. It's time to bring back ethical practices and transparency to our state legislature. As your representative, I'll advocate for laws that promote accountability and honesty in government. Let's restore trust in our democracy and ensure our leaders work for the people, not special interests. Vote Jen Tracy for State House on November 5th to demand integrity and transparency. Paid for by Citizens for Jen Tracy, Lisa Herbst, Treasurer.
For over 130 years, there have been moments in Cardinals baseball that will last a lifetime.
Baseball has some of the best athletes in sports.
With amazing feats, amazing moments, amazing plays, there's nothing quite like Cardinals baseball.
When you listen to the game, you just never know who that next hero may be.
We will have it all right here for you on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Graybar. Cardinal baseball on your Ozark sports leader, KSMO.
Good afternoon and welcome to KSMO Radio. Let's take a look at your latest KSMO weather situation. We will be under a flood warning that is in effect until 9 o'clock tonight. The impacts include flooding of rivers, creeks, streams, and other low-lying and flood-prone locations. And those are imminent or occurring currently. And, of course, with Dent County having so many low water crossings, that really needs to be taken into account as people travel our Dent County roads. Now for your forecast. Today, showers and maybe a thunderstorm. Some of the storms could produce heavy rainfall, with new rainfall amounts between 3/4 and 1 inch being possible. Our chance of precipitation is 100%. High temperature will be near 68 with north winds around 10 miles per hour with gusts as high as 21 miles per hour. Tonight, we have a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mainly before 7 p.m. tonight. Skies will be mostly cloudy, but gradually they'll become mostly clear, and we'll have a low temperature around 59 degrees. Winds will be out of the west at 5 to 9 miles per hour with gusts as high as 22 miles per hour. Tomorrow should be mostly sunny with a high temperature near 83 degrees. Winds will be out of the northwest at 5 to 7 miles per hour. Tomorrow night, we have mostly clear skies in the forecast with low around 61 with calm winds. Then Thursday will be sunny with a high near 86 with light southwesterly winds. Thursday night, skies should be mostly clear with low temperature around 64. Then Friday will be mostly sunny with a high near 86. We expect mostly clear skies Friday night with low temperature around 67. Then Saturday we should be sunny with a high near 88 degrees. Saturday night will be mostly clear with low around 67. Then Sunday sunny skies with a high near 91. Skies will be mostly clear Sunday night with low around 69 degrees, and Monday's forecast indicates will be sunny and hot with a high temperature near 92 degrees. And that is your noon hour weather update brought to you by all of us here at KSMO, where it's now time for the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report.
I've always been a reader. Hello, everyone. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield, and this is my 2 cents. I read almost anything I can get my hands on. Biographies, novels, poetry, fiction, nonfiction, mystery, folktales, history, and picture books. I really like books. Words, I like too, and they are powerful. It's my opinion that some people will use as many words as possible to say something that could be said in far fewer words. I'm sorry, thank you, and I do are examples of this minimalist theory I have. I've nothing against long letters or thick books that take us on adventures or teach us about history or interesting cultures. But there are cases of immense overuse of words. The English language includes a little over 1,025,000 words. I'm thoroughly convinced that every one of those words is used many times to make the estimated more than 2 million laws in America as complex and confounding as possible. Hundreds of new laws take effect every year. Even someone like me who loves to read cannot keep up with all those rules that are being cranked out. Who knows? I might be breaking a law right now and I don't even know it. I'm only one person with an opinion, but my opinion, when it comes to writing legislation that becomes law, is that less is more. I know there are a lot of things wrong in this country today. I know that many Americans expect lawmakers to go to D.C. or the State House and write and pass laws that will fix all that is wrong. I think we have too many laws. We have laws that are impossible to understand and impossible to comply with. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield. That's my 2 cents.
Being there, every minute, year after year. As your Touchstone Energy Cooperative, it's not just our way of doing business, it's our way of life, providing the energy our community relies on every day. And as a Touchstone Energy Cooperative member, that means value that goes far beyond the energy we provide. It's value you can't really put a price on.
We are Missouri's electric cooperatives. Learn more at membersfirst.coop today.
ADM Regenerations is the industry's leading program for rewarding ag producers for conservation practices on their farms. ADM makes it easy to enroll and participate. There are no long-term commitments, and we pay generously for practices like cover crops, emission scoring, no-till, and nutrient management practices. ADM appreciates all you do to protect your land and legacy, and we believe you should be rewarded for it. To learn more about your state's incentives, visit admregenerations.com.
The Cardinals magazine, the care and quality of its presentation, the thick paper, the glossy photographs, and photographs from Stan Musial to Lou Brock to Jim Edmonds to the present-day players, the Cardinal tradition, the history. It will put you right there in Busch Stadium behind home plate like no other magazine. And it's easy to start a subscription. Just call 314-345-9000 or visit cardinals.com/magazine.
Direct cash cattle trade remains sluggish and cash hogs are mixed. Hello, I'm Brent Barnett with your Brownfield Livestock Market Report. Cash cattle country is off to another slow start on Tuesday, with bids and asking prices not fully established. Significant trade volume will likely be delayed until Wednesday or later, but it could once again be much later in the week if the recent trend holds. Boxed beef was lower at midday, with choice down $4.87 at $325.60. Select $1.69 lower at $303.03. The choice select spread was $22.57. At the Joplin Regional Stockyards in Missouri, feeder steers were $2 to $9 higher compared to the most recent sale, with some light 5-weight steers selling $15 higher. Feeder heifers under 800 pounds were $5 to $9 higher, with heavier weights selling steady to $2 lower. USDA says the supply was heavy with very good demand. More than 10,000 head went across the scales in just over 11 hours. Feeder supply included 64% steers, and 80% of the offering was over 600 pounds. Medium and large one feeder steers 800 pounds brought $255. Medium and large one feeder heifers 651 pounds sold for $248. Cash hogs are mixed at midday with moderate opening negotiated numbers at the major direct markets. It does look like some buyers are short bought and in need of near-term supplies. Wholesale trend is a little softer at midday, and there are the continued concerns about sustained domestic demand, which is also a background factor for cash business and could limit buyer interest. Barrels and gilts at the National Daily Direct were up $2.59 with a base range of $77 to $91. The Iowa, Minnesota, and Western Corn Belt weren't reported due to confidentiality. The Eastern Corn Belt had no comparison at midday, but a weighted average price of $89.86. Butcher hogs at the Midwest cash markets are steady at 60. Slaughter sows were steady at 54 to 60. Boars were priced at 18. At Illinois, slaughter sows were $3 lower at 55 to 67. Boars ranged from 8 to 28. Pork values were lower at midday, down 44 cents at 95.55. Hams, picnics, and butts were higher. Bellies, ribs, and loins were all lower. More livestock market information at brownfieldagnews.com. I'm Brent Barnett, Brownfield.
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're for the people of Missouri, in good times and in bad. We're from Missouri families and Missouri communities. We're for giving back to those communities and lifting people up. And when Missouri weather rips through our state, we're for helping put back the pieces. We're for brighter days and new tomorrows. We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance. And if you live in Missouri, we're for you.
Are you looking for a better way to sell farm, construction, or fleet equipment? Purple Wave Auction takes the hassle out of selling heavy equipment. Our experienced auction professionals make the entire process easy and will market each asset not just to our enormous equipment buying community, but specifically to the right bidders who are eager to purchase your specific assets. We'll handle the paperwork and payments so you can get back to running your business. Join the growing list of happy sellers who don't just sell but succeed with Purple Wave Auction. Straight, simple, sold.
That has been the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report. It is now time for a look at updated funeral announcements being brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County for over 30 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they are available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker, and online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today. Be sure and pick one up every weekday or check it out online. Theron Patrick Nash, age 85 of Salem, passed away Saturday, July 6th. Funeral services for Pat Nash will be Wednesday afternoon at 12 noon at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Visitation for family and friends of Pat Nash will also be on Wednesday from 10 in the morning until service time at 12 noon. Burial will be in the Crossville Cemetery, Bunker. And all arrangements for Theron Patrick Nash of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. That has been a look at updated funeral announcements brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Your World Today is the only daily news flyer in Dent County. It is available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker. And be sure and check out Your World Today online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today has been serving Dent County for over 30 years, and the best part about it is absolutely free.
Out of town and want to know what's going on in Salem, how the Salem Tigers did, or who may have passed away? There's only one way to get that information quickly, and that's by going to Your World Today online. Go to KSMOradio.com and click on the Your World Today button, and you'll get the latest edition online, or check out the Your World Today archives. And if you are in town, pick one up in any of the 30-plus locations in Salem and Bunker. Your World Today, they're free! Have you seen TownScreen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out at the Salem Community Center at the Armory, Aranda's Mexican Restaurant, and Taxmasters, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use TownScreen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained. TownScreen in Salem.
It is now time for a look at local news, and it's being brought to you by Southwest Baptist University Salem Campus. SBU Salem Campus provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding area. For more on degrees and programs, stop by SBU Salem Campus today at 501 South Grand Street or call 573-729-7071. I'm Bob Parsons reporting. The City of Salem Board of Aldermen will hold their regular meeting this evening at 6 o'clock in the old City Hall Auditorium at 202 North Washington. After approval of the agenda and the consent agenda, the board will hear public comments. The board will then consider approval of bids for 2 police department Dodge Durangos and a variety of police department equipment. The next item of business will be the second reading of Bill Number 3612, repealing Chapter 710, Article 3, Section 710.350 of the City Code, and Bills Number 3613, 3614, and 3615, all dealing with provisions of electric services by the City of Salem. City officials will then present reports followed by adjournment. The meeting this evening of the City of Salem Board of Aldermen is open to the public. The Dent County Commissioners met for their regular meeting Yesterday morning in the courthouse, Dent County Clerk Angie Curley appointed District 1 Commissioner Wes Mowbray as acting presiding commissioner in the absence of presiding Commissioner Gary Larson, who is absent due to a prior commitment. In the road report, Mowbray said that brush should be cut on Dent County roads 5100, 5103, and 5105, plus a mechanic was coming from Jefferson City to work on the other brush cutter that has been broken down in the Montauk area for nearly 2 months. He also reported that the transmission was being serviced on grader number 38 since the oil sample from the last service contained metal shavings. He also noted that due to those test results, the Commission is considering the purchase of extended warranties on the last 2 Cat graders that were purchased. Mowbray said that pickup number 123 has a tailgate problem and the men are working on it. Plus, his crew will be checking roads in southern Dent County for storm damage from last Thursday and Friday. District 2 Commissioner Gary Polk reported that grading would be done on Dent County roads 2590, 2593, 2600, and 4290, plus brush is going to be cut on County roads 2437 and 3220. He noted that weather permitting, his crew would be installing a culvert on County Road 6160. Curley reported that bills are being approved by the commissioners for payment, and the registration to vote in the August 6th primary continues through August 5th. Plus, absentee voting with an excuse continues through the 5th. She said that no excuse absentee voting will be July 23rd through August 5th, and that her office will be open Saturday, August 3rd from 8 until 12 for absentee voting. Plus, she noted that the voting equipment will be tested July 24th at 9 o'clock in the morning. Curley also reminded voters to bring a photo ID to the polls, and no electioneering is allowed in the polls or within 25 feet of the polls. This includes hats, buttons, clothing, etc. She noted that this is a primary election and that voters will have to select a party ballot between the Republican, Democratic, or Libertarian parties, and sample ballots are available by mail, email, fax, or they can be picked up in her office. She said anyone with questions can contact her office at 573-729-4144. Carly also said she balanced with the collector and assessor for the month of June on all abatements, add-ons, and collections. At last Thursday's meeting, the Commission signed the assessor's contract for map and land transfers with Justin Basham for $600 in monthly installments, and the contract runs from July 15th, 2024 through December 31st, 2024. The next meeting of the Commissioners will be Thursday morning in the courthouse at 9 o'clock, and the meeting is open to the public. An accident occurred in Crawford County Sunday evening at 7:02 on White River Road, 2 miles east of Highway 19. According to the Highway Patrol report, an eastbound 2005 Polaris Ranger, operated by a 15-year-old male juvenile from Cuba, Missouri, began skidding and traveled off the right side of the roadway. A passenger, 27-year-old Candace Barton of Cuba, suffered moderate injuries and was transported by Steelville Ambulance to Phelps Health in Rolla. The report stated that Barton was wearing safety equipment while the juvenile was not. The Polaris sustained extensive damage and was removed from the scene by a private party. The Missouri Department of Transportation is conducting an environmental study called Forward 44 of more than 250 miles of Interstate 44 from the Oklahoma state line to the Route 100 East interchange near Gray Summit in Franklin County. This summer, MoDOT is holding a series of public meetings and encourages the public to give input on their concerns and observations along I-44. I-44 is a vital east-west link across Missouri. A 2008 study showed the aging route needs additional roadway capacity to accommodate the increased travel demand. Since the highway was built more than 50 years ago, evolving engineering standards and safety components mean many portions of I-44 are inconsistent with current design standards, and the pavement and bridges need repairs. The Forward 44 project is an effort to update and validate the outcomes of that 2008 Purpose and Need study and provide the opportunity for input from stakeholders and the public along the I-44 corridor. MoDOT Assistant Southwest District Engineer Greg Chapman and the lead for the Forward 44 study said the I-44 continues to be one of Missouri's most important corridors for passenger travel and commercial trucking. This study is the first step in preparing for future projects along this interstate. He went on to note that getting input from the public who travel the roadway daily will help identify areas of concern and can assist MoDOT with improving safety and mobility for generations to come. The public is invited to attend one of the public meetings to be held along the I-44 corridor in Missouri. Of the 5 scheduled meetings, the closest for Dent County residents will be Thursday evening, July 18th, from 5 to 7 at the Rolla City Hall, 901 North Elm Street in Rolla. The public is welcome to attend the session and location that is most convenient to them. All meetings will share the same information, which will also be available on the project website. The public will be able to provide comments in person or online at modot.org/forward44 from July 10th through August 21st. For more information on the I-44 corridor study and the dates and locations of other public meetings, call MoDOT at 1-800-ASK MoDOT. That's 1-800-275-6636, or visit the Forward 44 website for the latest updates and to sign up for Forward 44 News. The Dent County Fire Protection District Board of Directors will be meeting this evening at 6 o'clock at the fire station at number 2 South Main Street. After the roll call and approval of the consent agenda, the minutes from the May and June meetings will be reviewed before hearing the financial report and approval of bills, followed by a review of the budget. Discussion will then be held on the repair, sealing, and restriping of the parking lot and surplus equipment. New business to be brought before the board include the discussion of legal representation for the department and the new insurance policy, the AFG grant, and reimbursement request. Chief Floyd will then give his report to the board. The date will then be set for the August meeting before adjourning. The meeting tonight of the Dent County Fire Protection District Board of Directors is open to the public. Montauk State Park officials announced that Campground Loop 4 has reopened and is now accepting reservations. The campground, which had been closed since March 4th for electrical upgrades, is once again available to visitors. The reopening comes after months of construction aimed at improving guest experiences at one of Missouri's most popular state park campgrounds. The project, which faced delays due to issues with electrical component deliveries, took longer than initially anticipated to complete. The park is pleased to have the new facilities operational and would like to thank visitors for their patience and understanding during the construction period. The closure of Loop 4 had necessitated adjustments to camping reservations made between March 4th and April 30th. Park officials had worked to accommodate existing reservations in other areas of the park during the closure. Visitors interested in making reservations for Campground Loop 4 or seeking more information can contact the Missouri State Parks Reservation Call Center at 877-422-6766. Well, that has been a look at local news, and it was brought to you by SBU's Salem campus at 501 South Grand Street, where they offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, and elementary education. For more about SBU's Salem campus, contact admission counselor Chris Welch at 573-729-7071.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student. You may call 573-729-7071.
Missouri Farmers Care Drive to Feed Kids has provided more than 12,324,000 meals for families suffering from food insecurity. Through meal packing events, canned food drives, hog processing, and monetary donations, Missouri's agricultural community has stepped up to address food insecurity among our most vulnerable population, children. Visit mofarmerscare.com/drive to learn more and join the effort.
Did you know that feeling sluggish or weighed down could be a sign that your digestive system isn't working at its best? Taking Metamucil every day can help. Metamucil fiber powders help promote your daily digestive health using a plant-based fiber called psyllium. The gelling action of this special fiber traps and removes waste so you can feel lighter and more energetic. Metamucil, promoting digestive health for a better you. Learn more at metamucil.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
You can host the best backyard barbecue. You can find a professional on Angie to make your backyard the best around. Connect with skilled professionals to get all your home projects done well. Inside to outside, repairs to renovations. Get started on the Angie app or visit Angie.com today. You can do this when you Angie that.
Missourians are getting older, and the state is developing a master plan on aging with a survey that is coming out soon. So let's learn more about this plan. This is Mindy Olstead, a bureau chief with the Missouri Department of Health and Senior Services. Why has Missouri chosen to develop a master plan on aging?
Missouri, like the rest of the nation, is aging, and data has shown us that by 2034, older adults will outnumber children for the first time in our history. The data continues to show that by 2060, older adults will outnumber children by a great amount. We're trying to be proactive in planning for this aging population, and you can find the information on our website at health.mo.gov/aging. The phone number they can call to get help with the survey is 855-773-0665.
Mindy Olstead with the Missouri Department of Health and Senior Services. Looking forward to finding out more about these results. This master plan on aging.
Don't let spring allergies make you miserable. Try the quick, drug-free solution trusted by over 4 million people, Navage. Only Navage uses suction to flush out your sinuses using refreshing saline, helping you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. And here's even better news. Navage is now available at your local Sam's Club in a great new value pack. It's everything you need to start breathing better immediately at Sam's guaranteed best price. Navage, Navage, breathe easy.
It is now time for a look at local and regional sports. It's being brought to you by your Ozark sports leader, KSMO. The St. Louis Cardinals wrapped up their 4-game series yesterday by shutting out the Washington Nationals 6-0, taking the overall series 3-1. The Cardinals have won or split each series they've played since facing the Colorado Rockies on June 6th, and they now head home for a 2-game face-off with Kansas City Royals, who had the day off yesterday. The Royals will be entering tomorrow's game, as today's has already been canceled, and there will be a split doubleheader tomorrow. And the Royals will enter that game with a 49-43 record, while the Cards are 48-42. We'll update you on the times for tomorrow's games as those become available. And that's been a look at local and regional sports, brought to you as a courtesy of KSMO. Stay tuned for Look at Sports from the Missouri Net.
Missouri Net Sports, I'm Bill Pollock. Michael Waka spent the first 7 of his 12 years pitching for the Cardinals since leaving the team in 2020. Waka has made 2 career starts against the Cardinals and has won both times, once last season and once in 2022. In each of those starts, he allowed a home run. This evening, he makes his 3rd start against the Cardinals with the Royals in St. Louis for 2 games. Since sliding into the starting rotation for St. Louis, Andre Pallante has been averaging 5 innings an outing and has an ERA of 3.34, and the Cardinals have won 5 of his 7 starts. His latest on July 4th, his longest outing, he went 7 innings, and he threw 90 pitches against the Pirates. Bobby Witt Jr., who grew up just north of Arlington, Texas, will take part in the All-Star Games Home Run Derby. The hometown favorite isn't even in the top 10 in the American League with his 15 homers, but he hit 30 last season, and he's got pop in his bat. Witt will be the 5th Royals hitter to ever compete in this event. Salvi Perez did it in 2021, Mike Moustakas, Bo Jackson, Danny Tartabull, the others. Former Missouri State catcher Drake Baldwin, drafted by the Atlanta Braves in 2022, has been selected for the Futures Game during the All-Star All-Star weekend. Baldwin is hitting .259 with 7 homers and 45 RBIs this season across 2 levels. He's ranked as the Braves' number 11 prospect by MLB Pipeline. Mizzou's Eli Drinkwitz is one of 21 coaches added to the Dodd Trophy watch list, which is given to college football's head coach of the year. Drinkwitz is on the list after the Tigers went 11-2 with a top 10 finish and a Cotton Bowl victory. Monday kicks off the week-long SEC Football Media Days event in Texas. Mizzou's Day is next Tuesday afternoon. Brady Cook and Luther Burden will speak to the media. A lot of hype surrounding this season, of course, with the addition of Texas and Oklahoma. Sporting Kansas City goalkeeper John Pulskamp and midfielder Jake Davis will be alternates for the USA Olympic team in men's soccer. Bill Pollock, Missouri Net Sports.
Being there, every minute, year after year. As your Touchstone Energy Cooperative, it's not just our way of doing business, it's our way of life, providing the energy our community relies on every day. And as a Touchstone Energy Cooperative member, that means value that goes far beyond the energy we provide. It's value you can't really put a price on.
We are Missouri's electric cooperatives. Learn more at membersfirst.coop today.
Hi, I'm E.J. Williams. Each year, millions of animals are abandoned, and more than 1 million are euthanized before they can be rescued. Organizations like American Humane are working to harness the healing power of the human-animal bond, as animals can be trained as life-saving service and therapy dogs to help veterans, the elderly, and children with special needs to overcome the obstacles of everyday life. To find out how you can help give animals and the people they help a new leash on life, please visit AmericanHumane.org.
ADM Regenerations is the industry's leading program for rewarding ag producers for conservation practices on their farms. ADM makes it easy to enroll and participate. There are no long-term commitments, and we pay generously for practices like cover crops, emission scoring, no-till, and nutrient management practices. ADM appreciates all you do to protect your land and legacy, and we believe you should be rewarded for it. To learn more about your state's incentives, visit admregenerations.com.
Save on everyday items with digital coupons at Country Mart. It's easy. Download the Town & Country Markets app and browse through a variety of digital coupons available and clip them to your account. You can also clip digital coupons online at tcmarkets.com. Shop at a store for your favorite items, then tell them your phone number at checkout, and the digital coupons will be deducted from your purchase automatically. Scan the QR code on the in-store flyer to learn more and start saving more today.
With the $5 meal deal at McDonald's, you pick a McDouble or a McChicken, then get a small fry, a small drink, and a 4-piece McNuggets. That's a lot of McDonald's for not a lot of money.
Price and participation may vary for a limited time only.
Friday. It's almost like whoever named Friday knew it should be celebrated with free fries at McDonald's. Get a free medium fries with any purchase of $1 or more on the McDonald's app. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Valid one time on Fridays at participating McDonald's through 12/31/24. Excludes tax, must opt into rewards.
It is now time for a look at statewide news from the Missouri Net. Then stay tuned to KSMO for after the top of the 1 o'clock hour. I'll be back with your latest KSMO weather forecast.
Glass House Plumbing can solve all of your septic problems. They have an electric sewer machine and a camera to help locate and solve your problems. Plus, they can handle all new construction, residential, and commercial plumbing as well as repairs. Glass House Plumbing. Call the office at 573-729-0014 and they can get you taken care of.
St. Louis Cardinals baseball. Over the years, it has meant the Gas House Gang, Stan the Man, Lou Brock, Bob Gibson, The Wizard, Big Mac, Yachty, Waino, and Pujols. All those names, and they provided so many memories. St. Louis Cardinals baseball, most importantly, has meant championship baseball. We'll be describing every play right here on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Gray Bar. Cardinal baseball on your Ozark sports leader, KSMO.
With News on Missouri Net, I'm Marshall Griffin. A St. Louis-based doctor and 2 of his employees are facing federal charges of illegally prescribing opioids to patients. The 3 have been indicted by a federal grand jury of healthcare fraud and illegally prescribing controlled substances. They allegedly conspired to prescribe hydrocodone, oxycodone, and dextroamphetamine salts outside the usual course of practice to, quote, maximize their patient population and increase profits. Boeing is losing access to key investigative information for sharing private material relating to an incident in January. A door plug blew out of an Alaska Airlines jet mid-flight, leading to rapid decompression and causing several minor injuries. Boeing's John Frederick addressed the incident during an April committee meeting in the Missouri House.
We are accountable to them and to our domestic customers and to the United States Department of Defense on our military products, and they have the expectation, as you do, for a safe and quality product.
And a senior economist at the Federal Reserve Bank of Kansas City says the nation's agriculture economy is softening. This is Missouri Net.
Country music legend Tracy Lawrence live at the Missouri State Fair on August 13th.
If you could paint me a Birmingham.
With The Voice viral sensation, Missouri's own Ruby Lee. Tracy Lawrence with Ruby Lee August 13 at the State Fair Grandstand, presented by CFM Insurance. Make concerts part of your summer's best story and get your tickets today at mostatefair.com or etix.com. The Missouri State Fair, August 8 to 18 in Sedalia.
Not all people are the same. And yet, when we visit the doctor, our treatments don't look that different. Why is that? Because we just don't have enough information to do it better. By gathering health data from 1 million people, our country's best researchers will be able to develop treatments that are as unique and complex as we are. With this new information, doctors will have a better understanding of disease so they can innovate the next great breakthroughs in medicine. Learn more at joinallofus.org.
Who can Missouri Republicans trust to crack down on illegal immigration and communist China? Not Jay Ashcroft. Jay Ashcroft championed a bill that allowed China to buy Missouri farmland and other property near our military bases. Ashcroft took thousands of dollars of travel from liberal groups, including one that pushed amnesty for illegal immigrants. It gets worse. Jay Ashcroft turned his back on America's veterans and opposed providing vets with any benefits at all, including discounts on hunting licenses and prescription drugs. Jay Ashcroft allowed China to buy our farmland. He vacationed with amnesty-loving liberals, and Ashcroft stiffed America's veterans. There's a better choice. As Missouri's governor, Mike Kehoe will stand with President Trump to crack down on China, secure our border, and honor our veterans. Mike Kehoe is the conservative we can trust.
Cops for Kehoe is responsible for the content of this advertising, paid for by Cops for Kehoe, and is not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee.